what made you decide to learn to play?
Well, thank you for your interest, Martin. So many years ago, this is the story. My parents would sell at the San Jose flea market, the Capitol flea market, and my father met this man who had a music store, and the music store was going out of business. He had a bad divorce, and he had to give up the shop. So he told my dad, "Hey, look, I see you selling here every weekend. Are you interested in taking over my inventory so I can just, get some money and move on?" So my dad took the deal. He liked the accordions. He saw it brought a lot of attention. People would come and ask questions and all this stuff, and it opened up a whole new world for him. So he decided to learn how to play the accordion. And so he was a guitar guy originally and a piano guy. So it took him 6 months to finally play by ear. His first song that he learned how to play was Tragos Amargos. And if you're familiar with Tragos Amargos, and so my dad was into the polkas because he was a Tejano. He was a Tejano guy and cowboy, so he loved the polkas.
Sleepless nights hearing him play, practice.
And he could use the bajos. Mine doesn't have bajos because when I had a group, the group backs you up. You don't need it. So I do wish I had him again. But anyways, let's go back to this. So in 1997, the end of 1997, I've always had an interest in singing since I was a young girl because music was always a big part of our household. Emily was never really into the music. She was doing her own thing.
It was like always annoying, right? I was a kid. So.
Yeah. So in 1997, when I was 13 years old, towards the end of 1997, I had an interest. Something would call me, and the banda was really in, and all these different types of genres where we lived. And my dad was very old school with the polkas, And so I'm like, no, I want to play like the music, like the popular music. My dad's like, well, I don't really know how to play the popular music. So little by little, he started teaching me, not scales like most people learn, just like by ear. So my first song that I learned how to play was Tragos Amargos,
Listening to her practice that over and over.
But then my second song was like Puño de Tierra. And again, I'm not professional like other people that have, these classes and things like that. But I've had a lot of fun. And so in 1998, I had my first job. And because the accordion that we had, it actually wasn't ours. By that time, my dad kept one accordion. He sold all the accordions, and he kept one. And because of a financial hardship, he sold it because he didn't know that you could tune them and things. He thought when they were broken, he thought they were broken. So we were borrowing one from a family member who just gave it up and didn't want to learn how to play. So we gave it back to the family member, and my dad called the International House of Music in LA, and it's still there. The IHOMA, I think they call it. And so that was the story. My first job, I saved up money, and in 1 month's time, I bought this accordion. This was my first accordion. My Hohner Coronados.
I remember how shiny it was when you first got it.
Yes, and it came in the mail, and I have my little slip. It was $798 with shipping. Okay, and that was in 1998. And this accordion and I, we've been through so much. We have a love-hate relationship.
Great memories.
Because I would get frustrated as well, and sometimes I would stop playing for a while because I was going to school and I was working. And actually, again, this is great, and it plays into everything that we've talked about throughout our videos because I was embarrassed. I really was because it wasn't a thing.
There weren't too many female accordionists.
Exactly. That was number one, and it was embarrassing. And then also, I guess I was oppressed a bit, because I remember I got to play at school, at my high school. I got to play with a group, and I took my accordion, and it wasn't as popular like now where you see kids though. Now you see kids and they're in high school and they're playing Mexican music, and people are making a big deal. So I can't say I was the first
behind the scenes you would play, right?
Yeah, but behind the scenes, and so now I wish I could go back, but you can't take time back. But we've had a lot of great relationships. This is Bobby. I've named him Bobby. And Bobby has been through it all. I actually caused him some injury.
And like my little brother that I never had.
I got drunk one day at a wine festival, and I broke this piece. And my tuner, thank God, he was able to fix it. And while we were homeless as well, this Bobby man, Bobby he helped us get money, and the little that I know, and I know a lot of people give us crap. They give me a lot of flack. Oh, well, you don't know how to play. And you know what? That's fine. But it makes me happy. It makes my heart happy. And I make a little money too. Why not? So thank you so much for your interest. And to anyone else who wants to learn the accordion, do it. Get yourself an accordion. Buy yourself one. And now there's YouTube. There's so many resources, which is great. If you have the time or if someone can teach you. But just do what makes you happy. So thank you so much.